So at this point, let's get in some technical perspective for medium term as Kunal Bothra of LKP Security joins us now for a quick check on the market technicals. Kunal, what's your view in the mid-term?
Well, I think we are exactly at a very crucial support point. I think the major part, Mangalam, I think the indicators which I look at are indicating that this is a time for contrarian traders where they should take that risk, or that element of risk and look for building long positions. I think if you look at the markets, not just for the last 7 or 8 consecutive trading sessions where it's been falling, but I think today critically, you've seen the first signs of Bank Nifty leading this particular rally, and I think this is where the entire market probably participants waited or traders waited that one sector or one set of key stocks try and lead the market into positive terrain, because if that happens, then the momentum is in the favor of the market. So I think today is a good sign. You are at a crucial levels of 8300 odd spot. I think that's been a very crucial mark, at least from technical perspective, which we are indicating. So I think if I was a risky trader, and I would definitely take at least a buy call option very close to 8500 call option. I think it was trading at 85, 86 the last I saw, and I think that becomes a very attractive risky bet from a short term perspective.
Hi Kunal, so you would go long on a couple of these banking stocks. Let's start with IndusInd Bank.
Absolutely. I think looking at the, I was preempting the move on the Bank Nifty, especially from the private sector banks. I think IndusInd Bank is one stock which is still holding about the 200-day moving average. It's been on a stable trajectory over the medium term, and I still believe that from a short-term perspective as well, it could offer some good returns from a risk-reward perspective as well. I'm looking at a target on IndusInd Bank of close to 880, but I think if the bounce sustains, then probably 900, 910 could also be possible for IndusInd Bank. The risk-reward, probably the stop loss, could be maintained at 842 levels on IndusInd Bank.
You also have a buy on DCB Bank.
Absolutely. Again, preempting the same move. The fact that this was one of the few stocks which is still, holding about the 200-day moving average in terms of the banking names and showing good signs, at least in the mid-session today, Mangalam, you saw signs where, DCB Bank touched that 102, 103 level, and then from there on bounced. So there was, a good, interesting move happening there, which is why, I chose DCB Bank from short-term perspective once again. I'm looking at a target of at least 110 on DCB with a stop loss of 100.
Now, what's your view on the mid-cap index, Kunal? This one's really been underperforming the Nifty.
Well, I think yes. I think mid-cap index today has broken the 200-day moving average, and I think generally what I have seen over the last 2 to 3 months is stocks like ITC, ONGC, etc. When these names or when these quality names, large cap names have broken the 200-day moving average, you've already seen a drag of at least 5 to 10% over a period of time, 2 to 3 months. So I think that could be a possibility if the market does not recover today, especially the mid cap index, if it doesn't recover today and if it closes below the 200-day moving average. I think from a short-term perspective, stock selection could become extremely difficult, especially from the mid cap basket. What we are advising our clients is have a very select mix of portfolio, especially bent towards the large caps, because if there is any recovery over here happening over the next few days, I think it could be led purely by large cap stocks.
And very quickly, your thoughts on Bharti as well as Idea. What is the near term likely to be for these telcos?
Well, I think for Bharti, I think it's trading way above its support. I think today's move could be, some sort of a weighted correction because of the kind of sharp uprun. My sense is I think Bharti and Idea could probably go, into a period of consolidation for 3 or 5 days. But I think if I have to choose one of the two stocks, I would probably look at Idea. The fact that it's trading at the upper end of its 52-week high, 170 to 175 is where the support for Idea was. So I think if it's trading about that over the next couple of weeks, I would definitely look at Idea, giving more preference than Bharti Airtel.
All right, any disclosures, Kunal?
No personal holdings in the stocks mentioned, Mangalam. It is possible I may have recommended the same to our clients at LKP.
All right, thank you for joining in.